Hello everybody, Silas back today, and we're getting ready to go on a 2-day overnight camping adventure. Right now, obviously, I'm out in the woods. I'm doing a little bit of mushroom hunting, and I just now finally found my first morel mushroom of the season. Right there. I have hiked so many miles this year looking for mushrooms. Oh my word, that train. I have hiked so many miles this year looking for mushrooms. Now what I like to do when I find a mushroom is sometimes I carry a knife. Today I'm not carrying a knife. I just go down to dirt level and I pinch it off. Some people just pluck them out of the ground. I don't like to do that because then you get dirt all over them, and when you drop them in the bag, that dirt gets all over inside these pores, and then it's just really nasty when you're eating them. It's all crunchy and gross. And whenever you find one mushroom, you always have to be sure to scan the area and see if there's any more. And just like that, we found number 2 right here. We just got a bunch of rain and they're already starting to dry out. It's just been an exceptionally dry year. If you watch my videos, you've heard me say that. And it's been a really bad year for mushrooms. I've never seen a year this bad for as far as drought and dry dirt and no rain, things like that. I've been hunting these things for 11 or 12 years now, something like that. I think going on 12 years. And this is by far the worst year I've seen up to this point. Now I'm hoping my luck turns around a little bit, and so far it has. So we found 2. Let's keep hunting. Well, it looks like just the 2. See, on a good year where you find 1 or 2, you usually find a dozen or more. Like I say, it's not really a good year, but I'll take what I can get at this point. Well, after an hour and a half of hiking since those first 2 that I found, I finally found one more right down here. There we go. I guess it was almost worth it. Usually this area here that I'm in now, they grow like carpet, but not this year. Well guys, we found 3 mushrooms. So it wasn't a great hunt today. That's okay. I'm gonna head out. I've still got to go by the store, pick up some supplies. I'm not sure if we're gonna catch any fish, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some food with me just in case. Then I've got to go out, pick up my trailer. Then I've got to go back by my house, load up my grill, load up all my stuff. Then I'm gonna hit the road and we're gonna get out there. Kind of cracks me up pulling this redneck trailer behind my truck. Just doesn't quite match. I used to drive that old Chevy, that gold Chevy you guys have seen me drive, that's actually the same body style as this, and didn't look so bad then because they matched. But now it's just kind of weird seeing a nice truck pulling this trailer. But man, I've had some adventures in this trailer right here. This thing has taken me on many a camping trip. And we are here. Made it to the camp spot. This is exactly where I camped last year. If you guys watch some of my older videos on the main channel, there was a tornado out here and that was pretty intense. The water levels are incredibly low. You used to be able to pull the boat right up to these trees right here. So it looks like the water's down quite a bit. It's down probably at least 3 feet, maybe 4 feet. So that's a bummer. That's kind of a bad sign for as far as mushrooms go, but we'll see how it goes. I've got to pay for my camping spot, and then I'm going to unhook the trailer, and I've got to go a long ways away to get to where I think some mushrooms might be, or where they used to grow. So I guess I'll see you guys over there. Oh man, you talk about a major letdown. All the way over there, I could see something yellow coming out of the dirt over here. And I get over here, if I get around that spider, I get over here, and there's just a bunch of mica caps. There's a bunch of them, and they're fresh. They just came out of the dirt in the last day or 2. So that's a good sign for morels as far as freshness, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to eat those. Those are edible, but you have to cook them right after you pick them, otherwise they just fade to nothing, and they're not really good tasting or anything like that. They're good for like putting in soup and stuff like that. But we'll look around the area a little bit more. I haven't found anything yet. There's a whole bunch of them down there coming out. See, on a good year, all of these tree stumps where these trees are blown over will be clear full of morels sticking out of them everywhere. No luck yet. But one year I stumbled on this area. I keep telling you guys all these stories about the past. Probably tired of hearing me saying, but man, I used to find so many of them around here. Well, if I were a mushroom, where would I hide? I have no clue where they're hiding at. Well, where are you guys hiding? Come out wherever you are. Oh, come out wherever you are. Bunch more mica caps. I'm gonna kind of check through this area here a little bit. And then I got a buddy on the way out. He'll probably be here in 40 minutes or so. So I'll have to head back and meet him at the campsite. He's gonna stay out here tonight. Then early in the morning, we're gonna go fishing. I brought my Blackstone though, so I'm gonna cook up dinner tonight for dinner. I think we have shrimp and fish, and I forget what else I brought. But we're gonna eat some good food. And that's pretty crazy. Even on the worst of years, I have never not found mushrooms in this area. And I didn't find a single one. That just lets you know just how bad it is. But the sun's starting to set now. I'm having a hard time seeing in the grass anyway. I forgot my glasses. So I'm gonna go ahead, get back to the campsite, and set up the stove. Now that's pretty wild there. This water is way down. I used to come up here on my kayak and fish all these reeds. Not doing that this year. I don't think I could even get my kayak in that water. It's so shallow. That's only a couple inches deep. I can see those little tiny birds walking around. But that's why there's no mushrooms, is because the water table is so low. All the way out there. This ground where I'm walking now is a little bit damp, but once you get up there into the trees, the dirt's bone dry. Even though we just got rain, it's already dry again. We need a good wet summer and fall and winter. Try to get the water levels up, at least up a couple feet. And what's really crazy is about 5 years ago, all of this was completely underwater, and the water was all the way out past these trees out into the fields. That's how deep it was. So it fluctuates quite a bit. But you know what? The bad years help you to appreciate the good years. And that's pretty much true. Everything in life is the bad things, the bad times help you to appreciate the good times. If all you ever had was good times, you wouldn't know you were blessed. Get that out. I need to replace the shocks on this topper so it stays up. Put that up there. I can drag all this stuff out of here. I haven't used this yet, or I used it just to season it, but I haven't used it. So tonight will be the first night. I've got the big version. This is the more portable version. This is the 22 inch, I think. The one I have at home is a 36 inch. There we go. Yep, looks good. I need to level it out a little bit. It's a little bit cattywampus. Hook the bottle up, and I can get the food out. I can cook some dinner because I'm getting hungry. Oh yeah, I'll try one. Start right over here.
Have you ever seen any skunks?
Not mushroom hunting.
We smelled one a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I smelled one the other day when I went out. There we go. It's starting to get dark. Let me turn a flashlight on. There we go. There's dinner. Ribeye steak, some salmon, some shrimp, some vegetables. Well, I got my cot all set up. I should have showed it to you guys before I see if I can show you with this. Just a sleeping bag on a cot, nothing fancy, and my truck bed trailer. But it's about midnight now. We're gonna get up about 6:30 in the morning and head out and do a little bit of fishing. So I guess I'll just see you guys in the morning. And good morning. We made it out here. Work my way down to the water. It's so shallow. Usually you stand on these rocks up here, but oh well. First cast. Well, I had one, but this is a brand new rod and reel, and I forgot to set the drag on it, and so a fish grabbed it and took off, and I couldn't set the hook because there was no drag. Caught us a fish. What is it? Just a drum, but hey, it's something. It's not a bad size one, actually. Okay, breakfast is over. We're doing a little bit more mushroom hunting, and I found a mystery cooler in the woods. Am I brave enough to open it? I don't know. I'm gonna try to find a stick or something. I'm guessing it just floated in here. Okay, yeah, it's empty. Yeah, they must have just lost it off their boat and it floated in here. That'd be a bummer. That's a nice big cooler. I thought for sure I was going to open it up and there was going to be something in there I didn't want to see, but nothing. It smells kind of maggoty, so I'm guessing there was still stuff in there that the animals have gotten out. If that was a high-dollar cooler, that'd be going home with me. But it's just a Coleman. I see another one over there. Get my camera.
I see multiple over here.
Found the first one of the day, and there's a bunch over here too, so we're going to get them picked. They're a little bit dry, but they'll definitely cook up. That's a good nice size one there. Get some good meat out of that one. Oh, there's a whole cluster. Oh man, great big cluster of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them right here. Now this is what I'm talking about. Still not as good as a good year, but this is way better than what I was expecting.
Other ones over there that I saw.
So those are the ones I saw, so I didn't even see the ones that you got. So that's, you got 4, I got 8, that's 12 so far.
Is that?
Oh, yep, I almost stepped on one.
Oh, you did?
I did, I smashed one. Oh, man.
Oh, man. And I might have stepped on it because I walked right through here.
Yeah, one of us did. There's actually another one right here, but that one's pretty.
Yeah.
The freeze got that one, so.
Awesome.
There we go. And there's got a little black spot. So these must have been up when we had that freeze here a couple weeks ago. Yeah, without my glasses, it's kind of a challenge. I had to really put some effort in to focus my eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I know what we're eating for lunch now.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first. Never found one of these before. Tennis racket. We'll try a new fishing spot. See if it's any better. There we go. Better than nothing. There you go. Well, cost more bait. Well, we gave up on the fishing for now, but this is our haul from this morning. I just let those 2 little tiny white bass go that I caught. They weren't worth cleaning. I do wish we would have kept that crappie and that drum that we kept this morning, but it is what it is. We got some pretty good sized mushrooms. I mean, this one here is a pretty fat one. If you look at it in my hand, it's a good size one there. This is a good tall one here. Plus those flowers. Those are called a woodland violet, and they are edible. The leaves, I don't remember if they're edible or not. I didn't pick any of those. If you like sprucing up your salads and making them look fancy, those there just taste like salad and they make it look fancy. They kind of have a unique flavor. I like to eat them. Before you eat any wild flowers, make sure you know what you're eating. The morels have to be cooked. We'll probably cook some of those up here shortly. I just like to cut them in half, rinse them real good, get all the dirt off of them, any bugs off of them, and then I roll them in egg, and then I roll them in flour, a little bit of seasoning, and then I fry them up on butter. I do want to go out and try to find some dandelions though and cook those up with the morels. So I guess I'll do that first, and then we'll come back and eat these. There we go. You can actually eat these raw. However, I'm not going to eat these raw. You can eat the leaves too. If I was making a salad, I would. I went ahead and ate those violets. But these here, I do want to fry these up. I think that'll be plenty for me. I'll be the only one eating them, so. This is why you gotta rinse them out. They're full of bugs. I'm not fancy enough to do the whole one-handed thing. Let's use this. I gotta wash it anyway. This is my fancy stirring rod. Very fancy. Then after that, it's pretty simple. You just take a mushroom. Let me get a good one for an example. This one will work good. Take a mushroom like this. This is a very messy job. You just kind of roll it around in the egg batter to get it all nice and sticky. And you roll it in the flour. Get a nice coating of flour on it like that. Shake off any extra. Set it on a plate and go on to the next one. I forgot to bring salt, so I did not put any salt in this flour. But I've got a little bit of garlic seasoning I'll put on the mushrooms once I throw them on the stove. Dandelions, same thing. Just get some egg on them. Get some flour on them. So, you know, these are kind of small dandelion heads, but that's the best I can do right now. Put some butter down. Put these big ones on first. And the dandelions. I'll put those right over here on the front because those will cook fairly fast. Some of these are going to cook faster than others. Oops. Got my dandelions here. The small mushrooms are all done. You always want to make sure your mushrooms are well done. Even the store-bought like portobellos and whatnot, because most raw mushrooms have what's called hydrazines in them. And they'll either make you really sick or give you cancer. So you want to make sure they're cooked all the way through. This is like a mushroom steak.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's huge. I wish I remembered salt. It'd be a little bit better with salt. Look how thick that thing is. It's literally like a steak. Those are some of the thickest mushrooms. It's crazy that on a dry year like this, they're that thick. And I am back in paradise. After we ate lunch, it just got super windy. We hung out for a while and kind of went around and looked at some stuff. And so about 2:30, somewhere around there, we were finally like, you know what? It's not getting any better. We kind of wanted to go back to the dam and do a little bit more fishing, but that just wasn't going to happen. The waves were too big and the baits weren't swimming naturally, and so the fish weren't really biting them. And so we just said, you know what? Enough's enough. I checked the forecast and it's not supposed to get any better, and it's supposed to actually get down to freezing tonight and possibly rain in the morning. I was going to stay again tonight, and I thought, no, maybe I'll just come back next week. So that's the plan. I'll go back out there next week. But as far as this trip, it's obviously over because I'm out here now. I do still have a little bit of time though, so I thought what I'm going to do, I've got about an hour to kill. I figured, you know what, I'm going to go through the trees out here at my place. We've gotten a bunch of rain, and I've never found mushrooms out here before, but I figured, why not look around and see if I can find some. The crusher will be out here pretty soon, and I'm going to eliminate somewhere between 300 and 400 cars. Make a little bit of room. And I would really like, once I get this area cleared out, I'd really like to come back in here and put something in this little clearing. I don't know what I want to put back here yet, but this would be a nice spot for a little cabin or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do back here, but I want to do something nice back here. But I'm going to kind of look through all these trees right over here, see if I can find any mushrooms in here. I kind of doubt I will, but you just never know. I've got several things out here that I want to turn into cabins and make them into like little camping videos, cabin videos, building cabin videos, whatever you want to call them. I think that'd be a ton of fun. But the only way I can do that is if you guys help support me by liking and telling people about this video, sharing it, that type of stuff. Drop a comment, say what your favorite part was. That way it kind of helps build this channel up, gets me enough views, the algorithm catches a hold of it. Because if I can't make any money, then I can't do this full time, because I have to go do other things that actually make money. Even sometimes making videos for my second channel, I have to kind of put stuff on the back burner because I have to do the things that really make money, like working at my job or buying and selling old cars, stuff like that. But if I get enough views and enough likes and things like that, I'm actually able to make a little bit of money on the videos. And in theory, hopefully someday, Lord willing, I'll actually be able to make enough money off of YouTube to be able to do it full time, and then I'll be able to dedicate a lot more time to making videos and building cool stuff and things like that. I'm not seeing any mushrooms back here. I'll kind of circle around the other side, see if there's anything over there. But if you're watching at this point in the video, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of outside of junkyard related things and car related things, stuff that I can put on the second channel. Exploring things, building things at the junkyard, but not automotive things, like working on the cabin. I'd like to do some more work on it and things like that. Or maybe things you'd like to see me go do. Obviously I can't travel long distance because obviously once again we're back to the money issue. But if you guys want to see me do more stuff at the lake or at ponds or rivers, that sort of stuff, let me know what you'd like to see. Well, it's not a mushroom, but I just found a catalytic converter in the woods. It was buried down in the dirt. I said, what is that? And I kicked it out, and sure enough, that's what it is. And good morning. We are back out here the next day. My camera actually died on me yesterday. I know this video is different than my normal stuff, and I know I'm not the greatest at filming this type of video yet, but I am practicing. I'm going to try to get better at it. So I hope you stay tuned with me, stay along for the ride as we continue to improve and find new adventures and things like that to do. But I've got a lot of work to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. As always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.